What's up, guys? Nuance Bro checking in, and today we're going to be talking about Kamala Harris and her blatant pandering for the black vote. So Kamala Harris is running for the presidential nomination in the Democratic primary, and it seems the strategy she's trying to employ is that of becoming the female Barack Obama by getting young people and people of color in particular to turn out for her in greater numbers than her opponents. And one of the ways she's trying to do this is by pandering to the black community. For example, she's going on radio shows like The Breakfast Club, which is very popular in the black community. Now, nobody should be shamed for reaching out to historically ignored or underrepresented communities. The problem comes when they act in a way that runs contrary to their record and is incongruent with who they actually are in an attempt to dishonestly pander to the targeted group. This was clearly evident in an interview that Kamala Harris did on the aforementioned radio show, The Breakfast Club.
Because he's going to go nasty. You know that.
He will.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with you. This is gonna be a knockdown, drag out.
So listen to her pronunciation here of the word gonna. She says gone. It's gone. This gonna be a knockdown, drag out. Now, Kamala Harris doesn't actually talk this way. Here's a clip where she uses the word gonna the way she normally does.
Women who are concerned, are they going to have access to Planned Parenthood? Because it's going to be shut down, and that's where they get their mammograms. These are people that are these dreamers who are afraid that they are going to be sent to a country they don't know. I'm talking about people who are concerned about, because they are Muslim. Is this going to mean that they're going to be on some registry?
So in this clip, you could see her use the word gonna the way she normally does. But in the previous clip, you could see her kind of actually stuttering a little bit. She said, it's gone, and then this gone. She clearly doesn't talk this way, so she wasn't used to it, and she had to kind of fumble around with her words. Whereas in the other clip, that's just how she normally talks, so it came a lot more naturally to her.
No, that's not how it works. There's breaking involved.
So in this clip, you can hear her say the word that, but she's using it with a D, so she's saying dat or das. So that's not how she normally talks either. And in this clip, you can see her use the word that the way she normally does in a proper context.
We have to fight. What does that mean?
That means not letting this happen without a fight. It means standing up to articulate that repealing the Affordable Care Act means saying to women that when you apply for health insurance, the fact that you are pregnant when you apply for health insurance that includes prenatal, you may be accused of having a pre-existing condition, which is that you're pregnant.
So in this clip, you can hear her use the word that maybe 3 or 4 times actually, and she never uses a D instead of TH. She says that, not dat or das.
Oh, you know, he went to Hampton. He doesn't know that. He doesn't know.
You used to do mixtapes.
I was talking about that was how long ago it was.
Now in this clip, she's using the word doesn't, but she's saying he doesn't know. She doesn't talk like that. That's not her normal accent. Here in this clip that I'm about to show you, you can hear her use the word the way she normally does.
I have observed him over the course of 2 years to be very shrewd, very smart, and doesn't make a move without thinking about the 10th move before he makes the first one.
Now in this clip, you can clearly hear her say doesn't, not he doesn't know. And the thing about her accent is, Kamala Harris didn't even grow up in a neighborhood where she would even have the chance to adopt such an accent. Her father is Jamaican and her mom is East Indian. And although she was born in Oakland, she actually lived in Berkeley and attended school there. When she was 12, she moved to Quebec, Canada, all the way until she finished high school. So she really wasn't surrounded by people who spoke what is commonly known as Ebonics or African American vernacular English. Changing your accent in order to appeal to black voters is nothing new. In fact, Hillary Clinton, who you'll see me mentioning quite a bit in this video, used to do this too, albeit in a much more cringy fashion like she did in this clip, quoting the famous Negro spiritual, "I don't feel no ways tired."
I don't feel no ways tired. I come too far from where I started from. Nobody told me that the road would be easy. I don't believe he brought me this far to leave me.
Now, if changing one's accent was the most egregious example of dishonest pandering that was featured in this video, then it wouldn't be a video worth making. But luckily, we've got more than just that. For example, on that same radio show, The Breakfast Club, Kamala Harris was asked about if she supported legalizing marijuana. And here's what she said.
Also, and I know the answer to this too, they say you oppose legalizing weed.
That's not true.
I know.
And look, I joke about it, half joking. Half my family's from Jamaica. Are you kidding me?
Now, to be fair, she did preface what she said with, "I joke about it." But in a way, she did invoke identity politics to say she couldn't possibly be against marijuana legalization because half her family is from Jamaica. Now, if you think I'm making too big a leap here and calling this identity politics, keep in mind that I'm actually not the one who's making that argument. Kamala Harris's father made that argument in a written statement after Kamala Harris made that comment. In a statement to JamaicaGlobalOnline.com, Donald Harris said, "My dear departed grandmothers, whose extraordinary legacy I described in a recent essay on this website, as well as my deceased parents, must be turning in their grave right now to see their family's name, reputation, and proud Jamaican identity being connected in any way, jokingly or not, with the fraudulent stereotype of a pot-smoking joy seeker and in the pursuit of identity politics. Speaking for myself and my immediate Jamaican family, we wish to categorically disassociate ourselves from this travesty." Damn. But don't worry, it gets worse. Staying on the issue of marijuana, Kamala Harris was asked whether or not she ever smoked.
Have you ever smoked?
I have.
Okay. Like in
And
college,
I inhale. I did inhale.
You did inhale? Okay.
It was a long time ago. But yes.
I know you have to go. They say you have to go. I just wanted to
I
ask.
just broke news.
I mean, was it in college? See, I like stuff like that. That's a real honest answer. Real. Was it a blunt or joint?
It was a joint.
Hey.
Yeah.
Do you remember the high?
I do.
What do you
Thanks.
listen to? Because I know she has to go. So what does Kamala Harris listen to? What were you
What's your
listening to when
favorite-
you was high? What was on? What song was
Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, definitely Snoop. Tupac for sure.
So you can see she admitted to smoking weed in college, and she was asked what she listened to when she was high, and she mentioned Snoop and Tupac. Now, I'm not hating on her musical choice, but the problem is that Kamala Harris graduated Howard University in 1986, and she graduated law school in 1989. Tupac's first album wasn't released until 1991, and Snoop's first album wasn't released until 1993. So it wasn't possible for her to have listened to them while she was high in college. Now, her campaign claims that she was merely responding to the type of music and artists she currently listens to. But that doesn't really make sense because, as you can see, when she is answering the question, she looks as if she's thinking back. But on top of that, she's asked about who she listens to now, and she immediately answers.
What do you listen to
sure.
now? What's your favorite hip hop artist now? What's your favorite artist?
You know who I really love is Cardi B.
You like Cardi B?
I really do.
Okay.
So who knows what the truth is about her weed smoking timeline. So far, her campaign doesn't seem interested in clarifying the matter further, but it seems that she thought by saying that she listened to Snoop Dogg and Tupac while she was high in college, that it would help her with the black vote. I mean, at this rate, I wouldn't be surprised if she did a political ad for Wakanda.
I'm California Senator Kamala Harris, and I am pleased to announce that I am running for the first ever Senate seat of Wakanda. I know you will make the right choice, and as always, Wakanda forever. Paid for by Kamala Harris.
Okay, to be fair, that was obviously a joke, but the joke has merit to it. The joke is that it's so obvious and transparent that she's pandering for the black vote that doing something like a Wakanda political ad would just be an extra degree of insane pandering. Now, Kamala's campaign is still young, so I'm going to reserve judgment on how far she's willing to take her pandering. So far, she hasn't done some of the other things that Hillary Clinton has done, like practicing black handshakes.
And let the record show, when she walked in, I gave her a handshake, and she did it the right way. She brought it in, cuffed it, and everything. Yes.
And then she ended like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're doing the whip and nay-nay. But another place where she's copied Hillary Clinton is with her hot sauce. Hillary Clinton famously mentioned how she carried hot sauce in her purse.
What's something that you always carry with you?
Hot sauce.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
Are you getting information right now?
Hot sauce.
Hot sauce in my bag, swag?
Hot sauce.
Really?
Yes.
Now listen, I
yes.
just want you to know, people are going to see this and say, okay, she's pandering to black people again.
Okay. Is it working?
Now, as you can see, the hosts immediately knew and even mentioned how people watching were going to say she's pandering to black people. And Hillary Clinton just basically admitted it and asked if it was working. So that brings us to Kamala Harris, whose press secretary, Ian Sams, tweeted out a photo of Kamala pouring hot sauce on her collard greens. Now, if you don't already know, collard greens are arguably one of the most stereotypical black foods there is.
I grew up in a neighborhood like this.
Oh yeah, I grew up in a neighborhood exactly like this. I will have the baked beef short ribs with collard greens and throw down some of that cornbread.
All right, babe.
You know what? Hold up a second. I'm also gonna have some of them collard greens and cornbread as well, but hook a brother up with some of them hot links.
All right.
All right.
In fact, a few years ago, Whole Foods tweeted about collard greens, and CNN and other media outlets ran stories about how Black Twitter was angry about it. So not only is Kamala engaging in the hot sauce trope, but she is also pairing it with collard greens. Anyways, guys, I thought I would just make this video. I thought it was a funny topic. I thought it was kind of interesting and kind of cringy, because this kind of just seems to be happening more often as we get more into the identity politics, and more of these Democratic politicians are going for what they call the intersectional coalition, and they're trying to win primaries through gaining black votes, and they're kind of pandering to them and doing the whip and nay and all this stuff. I don't know. I kind of find it really cringy and just weird and off-putting. But I don't know. What did you guys think? Did you guys enjoy this video? Do you want to see maybe more sort of analysis of politicians doing this kind of weird pandering stuff? Maybe Cory Booker will do it. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, who knows? But yeah, that's the end of the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Social media links are in the description box below, as well as merch. And I'll see you next time, bro.